What's going on, everybody?
Hey guys, welcome back to The Good, The Bad, and The Glory. It's Nikki here.
And it's Sam.
Here we are. This is episode 30.
30.
30 for 30.
Yeah, the 30 for 30. We go do a deep dive into the beginnings of this podcast.
Right.
And reveal hidden details.
One day we're going to be on somebody's 30 for 30 list.
We are.
Okay? Or 30 under 30, whatever. We got how many more years? We got 3 more years.
Yeah, about a little less.
Right? A little less.
Yikes.
We're going to make it in Jesus' name.
We are.
Let's get into it. How was your weekend?
My weekend was cool. Well, the beginning of February has actually been very cool. I'm going to start off like that. I feel like February is my month. Okay, I'm going to start off by saying that.
Yes.
Actually, I didn't get to tell you, Nicole,
Yes.
Before the podcast, but I got a job offer.
What?
Yes, I did.
What? That's the one thing. What?
I sure did.
Oh my God. Can we put, like, for real?
Yes.
That's the one thing that I meant to, I'm like, yo, I wonder how the job search is. Yo.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It actually happened February 1st.
Oh.
I had an interview. But yeah, like February 1st, I was like, Lord, I'm believing this is the marking of a new beginning.
Yes.
But yeah, I had the interview that day, Thursday. Apparently, I did my thing because they called me back later that evening.
What?
And they were like, yo, we want to offer you the job. So, boom. So, that's when I'm like, yeah, February is going to be my month. It's also Black History Month.
Woo!
And in light of Black History Month, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention an important date in Black history, which is this Wednesday, February 7th, my birthday. All right.
I knew that was coming.
when this young Black king was born.
That's mad funny.
All right, that's coming up. So my PayPal is samuel.milord@gmail.com. All right, so feel free to send any monetary gifts. But I've been, prepping for that. I literally told my wife, like, yo, I don't want to do anything. Like, I just want to
really
relax, like,
nice,
not, have to set up anything, go out, spend money, nothing like that. I'm like, nah, this year I'm turning 28. It's not like a milestone year. You guys could come see me when I'm 30. We're going to do something big.
Turn up.
All right. But 28, man, I'm just trying to chill.
I feel you.
And hang out. So I'm not trying to do much. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this month. I'm believing God's answering some prayers. Bringing me and my family out of some situations. I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm hype for that.
I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. As far as my weekend goes, Saturday, I had the pleasure of playing at a prayer breakfast. I think, 2 important things that I love, or I've grown to love, which is prayer. And breakfast, I didn't have to grow to love that. I already did. All right. And it was just a good time. I know I've been saying on this podcast that, like, I was like an uncommitted vegan, for the rest of January. But it's February now, and I broke all kinds of vegan rules at this prayer breakfast. I had an omelet with cheese, just everything. Just like boom. They had some good saltfish. There was a Caribbean prayer breakfast, so they had the good Caribbean foods.
Love prayer breakfast.
Ooh, and this one they did it up there. They had like little heating lamps to keep the waffles warm after
fancy.
you. Yeah, they had a little chef making the omelets. Ooh. Yeah, so you just like, yo, I want the peppers, I want the tomatoes, all that stuff. You can just request what you want in your omelet. Yeah, shout out to Purpose Life Church. It was an awesome time at that prayer breakfast. And then Sunday, as we all know, was the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And I stood with Kat, man. I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I stood firm. I just made sure. Had nothing to do with the fact that I had to play at a service that happened during the Super Bowl.
Might have had a little bit.
I mean, maybe, that might have had something to do with it. But yeah, I was at a anniversary service. My best friend's mom, she has a church. She's also one of my spiritual moms out there. Had a great time there. Our friend Igneo the Flame, Afia, the girl I told you that was singing down at the When Women Worship concert.
Yeah,
she came through and she did awesome, amazing there, and it was just a great time. You know, of course, I did miss any Super Bowl parties, so no wings for me. But I did go to Red Lobster right after for the first time, I think, in my life. Yeah.
You liked it?
Well, it might be an exaggeration, but I was gonna say I'm deathly allergic to shellfish.
Yeah.
So Red Lobster shouldn't be a place I should ever step foot in. But they did have some flounder, which I had, which wasn't bad.
Yeah,
it was decent. The biscuits that everyone talks about. Yeah, it was. Biscuits. It lived up. It lived up.
Nice.
But as you can see, more non-vegan eating there because I had some fish. I had them cheddar biscuits.
You went all out.
It was lovely. It was lovely. So, yeah, I don't think I'm leaving anything out. That's pretty much my weekend.
Cool.
How about you, Nicole?
Yeah, my weekend was pretty good. Friday, my church had like a ladies' night. So we got together. We did like vision boards and just, you know, fun fellowship stuff. So that was Friday. That was cool. Saturday, I went to the gym. And then throughout the day, you know, did some house stuff. And then I checked out, I think you talked about this restaurant in the last episode, The Spot.
Yes.
The vegan restaurant.
Yes.
Oh, bro.
So good.
It is so good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Definitely going to go back. I think it's vegan Latin food.
Yeah.
So it is in Brooklyn. Check it out. We are not getting paid for this, although we should be.
Exactly.
The Spot was dope. Then on Sunday, I went to church and I actually went to a boycott bowl party.
Oh, wait, what is this?
It was a party that was a boycott against the Super Bowl.
So you legit did the boycott.
Support.
Oh, my goodness.
Colin Kaepernick still does not have a job. We
wow.
out here.
I love it. I love it. Who put this on?
It was an event by Fun with Friends. You ever heard of Fun with Friends?
No.
They put on like events for like young millennials, people of color in New York, in Brooklyn or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was in Brooklyn. It was at a lounge in Brooklyn, and it was dope. It was so much fun. They were playing Martin on the screens in the lounge, and they was playing a basketball game. There was like games, life-size Jenga, Uno, a photo booth, a DJ. And so like throughout earlier in the evening, it was like a game night social event. Then it turned into a legit party, like with a DJ. It was so much fun. Like I had a lot of fun.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I was hyped. It was fun. I had a good time. So that was my Sunday. So no, I did not watch the Super Bowl either.
Yeah,
we out here.
We stood together.
Right.
We stood strong, Nicole.
Yes, I'm proud of us. So that was cool. What else? Oh, as far as veganism, right? So I'm still a vegan. I am a flexi-vegan now, I call myself.
Yeah.
So outside of this podcast, all of my friends know if you were to ask anyone, hey, anyone, what's Nicole's favorite food? The answer would, Sam, do you know the answer to this?
I think so.
What's the answer?
And I think it's because I heard you and my wife talking.
Exactly.
But it's wings.
Wings.
Yeah.
Wings. Ooh. Wings are my favorite food, period, ever. It's like a food group in my life, you know? And so if I'm thinking about, all right, is it realistic that I'm never going to eat a wing again in life?
Yeah, that's the hard questions you got to ask yourself when you make a decision like that.
I was sitting, just staring into the sky and pondering on this. And that's not realistic. So I'm mostly vegan. Like I've decided I've had chicken twice.
Yeah.
Since the new year.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna do it sparingly. Like I'm still not into the dairy thing. I'm good on that.
Yeah.
But and I think wings are really the only thing that I'm going to dabble in every once in a while.
So you found with no cheese?
Yeah, I'm good with no cheese. Okay, right. I'm enjoying the vegan cheese options.
Oh, really?
I am. I'm good with the vegan cheese options. Like I'm not OD like a super cheese person.
Gotcha.
And I'm enjoying cooking vegan food. It's been good. Like I've been taking progress pictures. I think outside of like the physical changes,
yeah.
I've noticed that I'm able to be so much more focused Like I'm more productive, like almost like a fogginess that leaves. I mean, I think that has to do with me not being on social media too, but it's been good. It's been really good. So yeah, I'm a flexi vegan. And as far as social media, quick update. I logged back into Instagram. I was on it for like 45 minutes and then I got a headache and then I deleted it again.
Right.
So I was like, all right, I'm not ready. So now I only use it on the browser. Anyway, then I downloaded Snapchat.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah. And then I posted a picture on Snapchat and like people were, responding to my pictures and blah, blah, blah. And I noticed that I literally kept on picking up my phone, just trying to, I was like, nah, I'm not ready yet. Gotcha. So I deleted it again.
Wow.
So back to square one. I need to figure out how to pace myself because I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Anyways, that was a long update on my weekend.
Yeah.
But we have stuff to talk about today.
We sure do.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's do it. Well, of course, we got to start off by giving a shout out to the city of Philadelphia and the Philadelphia Eagles for winning their first Super Bowl. The city of Philly went crazy. All your favorite Philly people are probably out here celebrating. Kevin Hart was one of those people. Drunk as ever. He tried to get on stage and celebrate, but
tried to get on stage. Kevin.
The security would not let him
Have
through.
a seat, sir.
Oh Lord, yes.
That was hilarious.
I didn't even get to see the video. I just heard about it.
Did you see? Oh, you didn't see the commentary when he was at the commentators table at the end and they asked him a question and he was like too drunk to answer.
Really?
Yo. And then he cursed on TV.
Yes,
he's like,
I heard that.
Just take the mic away from me. Like, he's
he was having a good old time.
I mean, and I understand it's his city. It's the first time they've ever won, ever.
And he had a rough year. He needed to just let it all out and have a good night. Everyone from Philly, shout out to Meek Mill. I'm sure he's celebrating with the inmates and everything. I'm sure that brought a little bit of light to his life.
Right.
So, shout out to all the football fans and the people who boycotted up until the Super Bowl and packed out the stands.
Right.
But not only was Super Bowl weekend about the actual game, but there was an actual gospel performance that took place, hosted by BET and headlined by maybe your about to be new favorite gospel artist. All right. Now, Nicole, if you were to think of some gospel headliners, who would you think would headline a gospel concert?
Maybe Kirk Franklin, Ty Tribbett, little Mary,
Donnie could fit up there. Yeah.
The huge.
Yes. Well, we have something a little different. Our good friend, no, he's not a good friend of ours, but you all know him. Rapper Snoop Dogg headlined.
Snoop Doggy Dogg?
Snoop Doggy Dogg. Okay. D-O-double-G.
D-O-double-G.
And I guess the G now stands for gospel.
Okay.
Because he had a set there filled with gospel songs. He also just released 4 new gospel singles. I heard them on Spotify. We actually listened to them before the show. Nicole, what do you think of Snoop Dogg's new gospel sound?
Listen, first of all, I just want to say that to my surprise, I am completely here for it. I absolutely love them all, especially the 4 singles that he just came out with. Like, I was jamming so hard. Like, I'm about to blast this album tomorrow. My neighbors will be upset. Like, seriously, I love it so much. And I think the reason why I love it is because he doesn't sound like a secular artist trying to make a gospel track. Like, he doesn't sound mad corny. Like, he doesn't. He sounds like he got his aunties. He sounds like a
legit gospel artist.
Exactly. He got his aunties, his grandmothers, the church mothers to come together with him, sit at the table, let's make a gospel album. And it is good. Like, I really like it.
Yeah, if you like, like I said, if you like gospel, there shouldn't be any reason, it seems like, to not like the music that Snoop Dogg is putting out, because it legit sounds like what's in gospel right now.
Better than.
Now, to me, I'm not a fan of the gospel sound. So, like, the organs and all stuff, I just like, I like newer sounding stuff in gospel.
Yeah.
So, but I did like the joint with Tasha Bet.
It's a really good
The
song.
joint with Tasha Bet. I like the remix for Blessed and Highly Favored.
Yeah.
I like that joint.
Yo, he had the Clark sisters over some trap beats
sure
at
did.
the end. I was here.
He sure did. Now, here's the thing.
Yes.
And I'm the one who on this very podcast, I was all for Nicki and Tasha collabing. I was all for Nicki. I'm not that dude.
Boy.
Like, whatever. For whatever reason, I'm not sure how I feel about just Snoop Dogg just doing a gospel album.
Wait, what? Why?
And I think for the same reasons that I said that I could have possibly had a problem with the Tasha and Nicki collabo. I'm just nervous about what kind of message he could put in there. So far, the songs I've heard have been legit. He hasn't said nothing crazy. Hasn't put anything like sacrilegious or, wrong doctrine. Because that's my only nervousness. He might put out something there about the gospel that might not be true.
Okay.
Like, at least my least favorite song, and not saying that it's a bad song, it's just my least favorite song, is the one with B. Slade.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it.
Nah, I don't know. I don't. There's something, especially the fact that they have 4 minutes of Tone just ad-libbing at the end.
He's the greatest.
Tone is great.
Okay. He's not the. Maybe he's not the greatest.
He's great.
He's one of the
awesome
greatest
singer.
vocalists I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Ever.
that is true. That is very true.
But
I got tired of it, and the video was also very interesting.
It is very interesting. Yeah.
If certain parts did make me a little nervous, but I brought that song up to say, like, even though he's talking about smoking weed, he mentioned smoking weed. Not, I would say he's talking about it, but he mentions it. Even that song hasn't made me a little nervous because he is talking about like where he is and where he wants to be.
Okay, the name of the song is When My Words Are Few. Or that's and to me, what I heard from it is like when you don't know the words to say, like, especially in a church setting, like God still comes through for you.
Yeah, and I have nothing against that. So I'm still waiting for the whole project to drop before I make my final opinion. I'm just nervous. But like I said, even that song, they had to bleep out him, not even bleep out, but edit out the fact that he was saying he was smoking pot. I don't mind, honestly, I don't mind someone talking about that in a gospel song because it's kind of where he is. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
People in the church are too. You know how many people in church are smoking pot?
And I don't mind people talking about that and talking about where they want to be with God.
Who says pot? Who says pot anymore?
I don't know. I think it rhymed. So I think that's why he used it.
Okay.
But I need to make my final verdict after he drops this 32 track album. I believe it's 32 tracks. It's gonna be called Bible of Love.
Oh, really?
That's the name of the album.
That's funny.
It's literally called Bible of Love. I don't know why that makes me laugh. And it's slated to drop sometime in March. So I'm definitely going to be listening very intently. And if I come across any issues, of course, I'll let y'all know. But so far, so good.
I really like it. I like the song. I like the Ty Tribbett song. I like he has a song with Rance Allen going in, just being Rance Allen.
Actually doing some rapping on that track.
Snoop?
Yeah, because the other 3 songs, he actually just wasn't on it.
He barely rapped, yeah.
He's like kind of Kirk Franklining it a bit.
That's true.
Without the ad-libs.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I like that song. I like the Ty Tribbett song's killing. It's literally Ty Tribbett's
Fred
song.
Hammond's gonna be on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
dope.
He's calling out the heavy hitters.
The heavy hitters. And I appreciate it. Like, he made a real gospel album. He didn't say like, all right, I'm gonna just make a rap album about God and call it a gospel album. Like, it sounds like gospel music. Yeah. And I appreciate that. Yeah. I like the song with B. Slade. B. Slade ruffles feathers, just period. No matter what he does, no matter.
What'd you think of his weave?
He did have a weave. He had a full-on sew-in.
He did.
He walked in, and I thought it was a housewife of Atlanta.
He made an entrance in that music
definitely
video.
Thought it was Real Housewives. However, I get the vibe that he's trying to be like the gospel Prince ish in that androgynous, like I do whatever I want as far as my sexuality type of thing. Listen, what he's singing about on the song, I get it. He actually was very vulnerable on the song in that he talked about
backsliding.
He talked about backsliding.
And coming back to the fold.
Yes. And coming back. And I'm here for it. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm gonna be listening to these four tracks until the whole album comes out. So that's my review on that album. Yeah. Snoop Dogg so far. But in other news, Raven Simone took to Instagram. I don't know if y'all remember. I think it was from the Grammy weekend, and it's a picture of like a lot of black men.
I think it could have been the Rock Nation brunch.
Okay, yeah, that when they were at that restaurant thing. T.I.'s in the picture, Diddy, Swiss Beats, Jay-Z, and a lot of other black. Who is this? This guy that's Janae Aiku's boyfriend.
Oh, Big Sean.
Big Sean's in the picture. It looks like Jim Jones. Oh yeah, DJ Khaled. Oh, a lot of people. A whole bunch of people look like it's definitely music industry related. A lot of successful black men in the photo. Raven Simone retweets and says, a group of so-called successful black men, minus Khaled racially, who became rich and famous from perpetuating the worst black stereotypes to the ears and the eyes of the whole planet, like drug dealing, pimping, murdering other black men, and disrespecting black women. I know making observations is being a hater, so cheers. So since then, she's deleted the post and said, deleted my post because the comments were not something I want my underage followers looking at. I'm not deleting because I don't believe in what I said. What are your thoughts?
Why does Raven hate black people?
Get into it.
Mm-hmm. Why? Like, I don't understand. I can't recall other instances, but I know this is not the first time she's made questionable comments.
Oh no.
So I'm really trying to figure it out. Like, was she not like a cool person growing up? Did she feel outcasted by the black community? I honestly don't understand.
No one does.
Does she want to be white? She's, I guess, lighter skinned than most. I
don't know.
I think she's better, but yeah, I haven't fully formulated my thoughts on this. I just know as soon as I initially heard it and saw it, I didn't like it, and I don't like when black people putting down other black people so publicly. Like, yeah. You gotta understand, like, in this country, just being a black person, you're already starting off at a disadvantage. Mm-hmm. So in whatever circumstances that these black men were able to make their living and their come up, in spite of every single adversity that could be put against them, why would you try to throw shade or downplay their success and the fact that, and then what a lot of people have been saying, where they were before, that's not where they are right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just something that's really sad to see. Like, you're Raven, you're a quote unquote celebrity. I'm sure you could rub shoulders with some of these men that you see in those pictures. I hope that if you felt that way, you could have spoken to them. You could have said, hey, I don't like what you're doing. Maybe you could think of something more positive to say, which they have, especially people like T.I. I can't remember the other people you said that were in there. I feel like Big Sean don't be talking about nothing crazy and stuff like that. Like, yo, like, you should see them as, your brothers, like, and you don't talk ish about your brothers in public and downplay them. Like, yeah. So that's why I was like, yo, you must really have like some type of hate in your heart to publicly say something like that. You're worried about the comments your younger followers are seeing. Right. What about what you're putting into the mind of other people about black men?
Right.
What about those thoughts you're putting into your young followers? Like, come on.
That's interesting. Yeah. I just Raven just is always just saying the wrong things, I feel like.
Yeah.
Number one, like it looks like she didn't even write this. This is a repost of someone else.
Yeah, she reposted it. Yeah.
Yeah. So number one, no. Number two, a group of so-called and successful in quotes.
Yeah. They successful.
If this is not real success in a Black community, then what is? You tell us, Raven, since you know. Since you know what success is. She is successful in her own right. But if a group of people who collectively have more money than I don't even know, you got Diddy, you got Jay-Z, you got DJ Khaled. That alone.
Yeah.
Them alone. Like, come on, honestly. Yeah. And like you said, yes. I don't understand why people, especially Black people, police, men, especially rappers, as if they're the only group of people who talk about objectifying other people, period.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, it's just, I don't know. I'm not here. I have feelings about, you know, like certain types of music, but I just think that this wasn't the like I don't know. This post rubbed me the wrong way.
Black History Month. That's when you want to do this,
right?
That's when you want to do this,
right? At least, no. Raven, I wasn't here for it, but it's like she likes to say things that ruffle feathers. Even when she was on The View, it was always like, "What? Like Raven, what are you talking about?" So
and they're also artists, and it's then also blame the people who buy it. It's not like they preaching something people don't want to hear. If that's even the fact,
right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Raven's being Raven. That's what she's doing. What else is happening?
Well, speaking of being played out like Raven, seems like CDs are well on their way out of popularity. Mm-hmm. In fact, it is being said that Best Buy is going to stop selling CDs July 1st.
Wow.
The threats to the CD format come as music streaming continues to explode in the music industry. Mm-hmm. Revenues from streaming music services accounted for 62% of the total market for the first half of 2017.
Wow.
I know I honestly don't remember the last time I bought a CD.
Where am I going to play a CD?
That is very true. Only like your car.
And that I don't have a car, so
and
half the cars now some of them don't even have
Bluetooth
CD. Yeah, the CD port thingies.
Laptops aren't coming with CD ports.
Yeah,
you know, it seems like the CD is becoming the next cassette. Mm-hmm. For our younger viewers, a cassette is something that I can't even explain what that is.
It's the older version of just Google it.
Google it. Yeah, but if you love buying CDs, you're going to have to find another place aside from Best Buy. And they're also thinking other stores are going to start following suit.
Yeah. Target is next, probably.
Yeah. Like I've always said, like when streaming first came out, I was like, all right, now I'm literally only going to buy a CD if it's like my legit favorite artist. Like, and now I don't even know because it's just like, yo, when money's tight and I got Spotify.
Right. It's kind of sad though, because I remember like being younger and the joy of like getting a CD and like peeling off the plastic wrap.
Oh, and reading the credits.
You a musician.
Let me adjust my glasses. The credits.
Maybe no. I used to read the lyrics of the song and the pictures. You wanted to see the art in the booklet. Like, what does the inside of the CD case look like? Like, that was a joy for all my CDs when I was younger.
Yeah. Dang, I didn't even think about that aspect, because even as a graphic designer who loves music, one of my dreams is to like design like a very like popular, you know, platinum selling album, like design the album artwork for it. But if all I'm designing is now like the Spotify album artwork, is just like, man, all that fun of like deciding how like the track listing will be listed out and all that stuff, it kind of goes out the window there.
Yeah, it kind of does. Son, did you used to have like a CD player?
I did have a CD player.
Like the Walkman.
Yeah.
And I'm going back to like going on school trips in junior high school and we used to bring our CD case, like the case of where we used to put all the CD pockets in it. And we used to just compare, you got the CD. Yeah. I got the CD.
Yo, if you was a choir director, you had that big album full of CDs. Yo,
it's crazy.
And you can't, do nothing too crazy while holding the CD player. Well, depending on how much of an expensive CD player you got. But if you got like a basic one, you don't want the CD to skip. While you, like
annoying.
Do it. Exactly. You gotta stay still.
Yo, those are the days, man. That's crazy.
Well,
no more of that.
Jesus.
All right. So on the podcast, we always, okay. One thing that we do on this podcast is we always try to predict like who's going to win what award for different award shows that we're interested in. That's really funny. That's really funny. Our computer just wanted to do its own thing and I hope you can hear it. Anywho, so we like to predict who's going to win what award. So this one is a first because is this the first time?
I believe this is the first annual.
This is the first annual award show of its type. And it's hosted by BT and it's called the Social Awards.
I'm so hyped for this.
I love this for many reasons because the Social Awards is really an award show for the culture. That's pretty much what it is.
Pretty much.
It's like awards for the best things.
For Black Twitter.
Just for Black Twitter.
Just for Black Twitter.
The things that have happened like on social media or just in the culture. And we're giving awards to the people who made it happen. And I think it's dope because so many times we underestimate what social media or how much influence a person can have on culture by using social media. So we're predicting a few different categories, right? So the first one we're looking at is, let me see. The first one we're looking at is they have a category for best podcast. Yes. Which I think is so cool.
Yeah. So, guys, you got a lot of work to do. I'm upset I didn't see our podcast on there. They had some decent choices, but I don't know if they're on our level.
That's funny.
But next year, I think we'll be in there.
Rick, we're going to get there. So the nominees for best podcast are Bodega Boys, who I love. They're hilarious. Bodega Boys, The Read, a classic, podcast. Two Dope Queens, which is a relatively new podcast, but they have taken off like no other. The Joe Budden podcast, which is interesting, because these lists now have been shaved down to like the finalists.
Yeah, I was really rooting for the Brilliant Idiots. That's my favorite podcast.
The Joe Budden, didn't
make it.
Yeah, I know they got beat out by Joe Budden, which is
weird.
Very strange.
Yeah.
And then a podcast called Drink Champ. So who do you vote for?
Man, who do I vote for? Well, I gotta go with the one that I have spent the most time listening to.
Which is?
The Read.
The Read!
Yes.
Yo, I've listened to every single episode of The Read.
Are you serious?
Every single listen, I'm a fan.
Wait.
Like, I went to their 1-year anniversary show in
You
New
knew
York.
of them before when they like just started out?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
shoot.
I went to their 1-year anniversary show in New York. I've been down with The Read from a long time ago. They're amazing. I'm on the same boat. Like, I would either vote for The Read. If I had the second best, I would vote for Bodega Boys.
Yes.
Yo, Jesus and Mero are two of the most hilarious people that I've ever met. Like, their show on Vice.
I don't know why I've never like just I never had that click. Now I didn't have that with The Read at first.
Yeah.
So I'm saying maybe I just need to listen to a few more episodes and I'll have that click with them.
Yeah, it may take some time, and I think they're an acquired taste, just the same way as Charlamagne and them are an acquired taste.
Yes.
Not everybody wants to hear Charlamagne.
Yes.
Another.
I'm actually voting right now,
so
I voted for The Read.
Oh yeah, you can vote, guys, online.
Yes, your vote matters.
Yes, I'm excited. I can't wait and this is gonna be a live show that's hosted by Michael Blackson.
Oh.
I think it's on February 11th. At
Yeah, this coming Sunday.
Yeah,
10
February
p.m.
11th. That's cool. So y'all get into it. The next category that we're gonna vote on is clapback. The best. Who gives the best clapback? And it's so funny.
Yes.
So.
The nominees are who is it? Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what she did.
What? Chrissy Teigen is John Legend's wife.
Oh.
Follow her on Twitter. She's hilarious.
Okay. There's Remy Ma, who had the clapback of the year to Remy Ma.
Ciao. To Nicki Minaj.
To Nicki Minaj, yes. There's Maxine Waters.
Auntie.
Oh, Auntie Maxine Waters had a classic a grown woman clapback.
Right.
Then we have Jess Hilarious. I'm not familiar with her, Nikki.
She's Instagram famous. Well, she became famous on Instagram, but she's a comedian.
And then we have Angela Rye, infamous
cousin
for her clapback for Omarosa.
Cousin Angela. She has so many clapbacks. Like it's not
she
even.
Does.
Who do you vote for?
Oh my goodness, this one is tough. For me. It's between Remy Ma, Maxine Waters, and Angela Rye.
Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't decided in my heart which one, but I think, you know what, I was leaning towards Angela, but I might have to go with Maxine. She is reclaiming her time.
She's reclaiming her time, yeah.
And she gave us a saying that we could run with. I'm gonna have to go with Maxine Waters.
Yeah, I get you. It's a close race, right? I'm gonna vote for Angela Rye. I stand for Angela. I just connect with her. I feel her. Like, that's my cousin. Like, when I watch CNN, like, I just feel very represented.
Very true.
Because she doesn't try to be anybody but herself, no matter who she's talking to.
Absolutely.
Like, watching Angela Rye on a panel with all white men is the most fulfilling experience ever. She reads them to shreds, and it's just amazing. So I vote Angela. And so the last category... Oh, yeah, I put my vote in, too.
Yes.
That's cool. You want to do the last one? Or?
Oh, sure. So the last category we're going to vote on, and mind you guys, there are a whole bunch of categories. There is Best Tea, It's a Wave, Social Hustle. You can vote on the best comedians, your favorite black couple. But the last one we're going to do is called Mood AF. All right. If you don't know what AF means, I'm not going to tell you. But basically, they are the best memes that basically represents what we've been thinking. They've been so popular, made you laugh out loud. And these are the memes that are the nominees. There's Salt Bae.
Salt Bae.
Yeah, sprinkling of salt. There's Issa Rae, who is voting for everybody black.
I'm voting for everybody black.
Yes. There is Roa.
No, Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Real Housewives of Atlanta. Who said that?
Portia at the dinner. All right. I'm gonna jump in here.
Yes.
If you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, you definitely saw the episode of Portia saying, "Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?" And it's the most hilarious thing. If you know the backstory. Anyway, next.
Oh man, I missed that one. There is Roll Safe. Now, for those who may not be familiar with the name, it's that guy who points to his head, and it's like used for everything when you try to sound like really smart. Yeah, but it's just like, what? Like no. I wish I could think of an example right now, but I can't. But it's the dude who points to his head, like,
yes, with the gold watch on.
And there is the Michael Jordan crying face. Legendary.
Son, what was Michael Jordan really crying about in that picture?
I don't know, but it has become a legendary meme.
It's mad funny.
Oh,
so yeah, guys.
Goodness. Who you going with, Nicole?
Oh, on this, I'm definitely gonna have to go with Issa. I'm rooting for everybody black.
I mean, that was, a statement for the year.
Classic.
All right. For me, I definitely think the most legendary meme on here is the Michael Jordan crying face. You can't go. I feel like it's been around for so. It'll never die. It'll never lose its relevancy. But I also feel like it's not something that did come out this year. It's just been around for so long.
That's true.
So I'm going to have to go with Roll Safe, man.
Yes.
I just feel like that joint, man, it's his face and the way he's pointing to his head is perfect. It's perfect for that statement, that feeling.
It is so funny.
Yeah, I'm putting my vote in. Roll Safe.
Yes. And so get online and vote, guys. This is so much fun, and I can't wait to see who wins all of these categories.
Same here.
On the same topic of Black culture and Black excellence, in honor of Black History Month, today's glorious thought will be centered around just that. We really wanted to talk about or just share some African American icons who are not really as popular as some of the main ones that we know, like George Washington Carver or the inventors or Martin Luther King in Black history who we know about.
Right.
We wanted to shed some light on some others who have done some amazing things for just life, not even just for African American people, but who have contributed greatly to the everyday lives of everyone everywhere. So here we go.
Yes. So first up, we have Mr. Garrett Morgan.
Yeah.
And he created the modern gas mask and the 3-light traffic signal. That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
When you're driving, from now on, every time you see a traffic light, just think Black excellence.
Black excellence.
Yeah, don't take that red light. Just stop for a second.
Just stop.
And think and be like, yo, one of our people
Put your fist up.
made that.
Right.
And, I don't want to not include any of our non-Black listeners, okay? But you could celebrate Black history with us.
We appreciate him.
So he blazed the trail for African-American inventors with his patents, including those for a hair straightening product, a breathing device, a revamped sewing machine, and an improved traffic signal, which we, brought up just now.
Come on, Garrett.
Did his thing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The next person that we want to talk about her name is Marion Croak, and she is a woman in the field of technology, and I appreciate that. Marion Croak has contributed greatly to the patents for voiceovers. So when you watch a commercial and you're seeing products, but you're hearing a voice in the background, you want to thank Marion Croak for that. Marion Croak was inducted into the Women in Technology International Hall of Fame in 2013. And she holds over 135 patents that are primarily in the voiceover and internet protocol. She also has another 100 patents that are currently under review.
Wow. She's doing her thing.
She's doing it. And Marion currently is a senior vice president at AT&T, and she serves as a mentor to women in AT&T labs. And she sits on the board for the Holocaust, Genocide, and Human Rights Education Center.
Wow. She is killing it out here.
And
you know what I love the most about this?
What?
Because I'm looking at this article about her now. When you think of Black history and you look at the pictures, you think of these old crusty pictures of these people who are dead. No, this woman is alive and well today.
She's here.
Got a nice. She look like she's in her 40s.
Yes.
Doing her thing.
Killing.
Like a beautiful Black woman.
Shout out to her.
Yes.
Who else do we have? This one's my favorite.
This one's your favorite?
One of.
Okay. Up next is Lonnie G. Johnson, who is most well known for creating the Super Soaker. Woo! All right. He is a former Air Force and NASA engineer. And I guess he took those skills and he made something great with it, and something fun.
Listen.
Which is the Super Soaker.
So many childhood memories or even church camps. When we used to go to church camp, I did not leave without packing my water gun.
Really?
My Super Soaker, yes.
Wow.
Water fights on the block, everything, summers. Did you not used to have a Super Soaker?
My parents didn't let me play with toy guns.
Wait, they didn't let you play with what?
Toy guns.
Oh.
They thought it set the wrong image, I guess.
Yes, Black man. They said, my son will not have a gun.
That's exactly what they said.
Yes. Okay. That's fine. I get it. But Super Soakers are a staple in my childhood. And I appreciate this Black man for inventing it.
That's awesome.
Right? Yeah. So next up, we have Marie Van Britton Brown. She has 4 names. Yes.
Say that 5 times.
Say them all. Marie was a nurse, right? She was a nurse who married an electrician.
Wow.
Right? She was a nurse who married an electronics technician and went on from being a nurse to inventing the first full circuit TV home security system.
Wow.
Yes.
Home security system.
Home security system. So, you know, like in those big houses or even like apartments in Brooklyn, they have a security system outside. You see cameras outside, and inside there's a TV where you can watch all of the cameras in the security system.
Wow.
That was invented by a Black woman.
That is amazing. And I know exactly how this came about. You see, it says here in her bio, she was born and raised in Jamaica, Queens.
Woo!
All right. So I think she felt the need for some extra security. All right. If you don't know, it's home to
That's
famous
funny.
people like 50 Cent. All right. Definitely an amazing invention.
Yeah, the invention came because she said that when she was home alone at odd hours of the day or night, she sometimes felt concerned, and the crime rate in her neighborhood was increasing, and everyone in the neighborhood knew that police response time in their area was very low.
You see, I thought of that as a joke, but it was
Right,
fact.
but it's true.
It was absolute fact.
And so, Black women, when you see a gap, you fix it, you fill it.
That is true.
Come on.
Clap it up for the Black woman.
Clap it
out
up for
here.
the Black woman, Marie Van Britton Brown. Who we got up next?
We got Ludwig Marishane, who invented the dry bath.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest and say I don't know what that is. But apparently it is a bath substituting lotion that could save millions of people.
Yeah.
Now, this is how it works. Ludwig Marishane was still in high school when he thought of dry bath, a gel that does all the work of a bath without the need for water. That's amazing. This article goes on to say, for people with indoor plumbing, this sounds like just cool camping gear. But for 2.5 billion people worldwide who do not have access to clean water, dry bath is more of a lifesaver than a tool of convenience. Now, this young man, and I say young man.
Yes. Tell us why.
He was born in 1991.
Woo.
That means he's younger than me.
Yep.
Doing way more things with his life. I'm sorry, babe. Please don't leave me for this young man. Yeah, this is amazing.
I think it's really noteworthy to see, like, when we think about it here in our culture, like if you're living in the States and you're okay and you know you have your apartment or your house with your shower, you're like, why would I need to take a bath without water? There's so many people who do not have access to water every day.
I was surprised when I just read that number. Like 2.5 billion people don't have access to clean water.
I'm sure. I'm not surprised. On a daily basis, it might be a struggle.
2.5 billion? Jesus. We need to do better as a society.
Right.
We definitely gotta change that number. But he won the Global Student Entrepreneur Awards programs Global Student Entrepreneur of the Year award, and he also got $10,000 in cash to finance his startup.
Amazing.
So Ludwig, keep doing you, my brother.
Shout out to Ludwig. The next person on our list is Lisa Galapter. If you've ever enjoyed a GIF or a video online or anything that's animated online, if it's a clip of a cat or something funny, you want to thank Lisa for this. Lisa is a Black woman who contributed greatly to the inventions and the patents for online videos. Previously, Lisa was the interim head of digital at BET Networks and ran technology, product, and business operations. Today, Lisa works in the White House in the United States. I don't know how recent this is. She's currently serving as the Chief Digital Service Officer for the U.S. Department of Education. Lisa also worked in the White House as the Chief Digital Service Officer for the U.S. Department of Education. So shout out to Lisa Galapter.
Shout out to Lisa. Up next, we have Philip, and sorry, my brother, for how I'm about to butcher your last name. We have Philip Imiguali. All right. And he is credited for inventing the world's first supercomputer in 1989, able to perform 3.1 billion calculations per second. Sometimes he is often called the Bill Gates of Africa. And I hope he really is from there, or else that would be racist. But yes, that is, amazing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we have two sisters who are Mary and Mildred Davidson. Mary and Mildred, they are well known and appreciated because they patented some of the most practical inventions that we use today. They patented the sanitary belt. One of the sisters had, I believe it's multiple sclerosis. One of the sisters was disabled and had multiple sclerosis. So together they invented a walker. The walker. Wow. Exactly. Yeah, how amazing is that? They've also invented a tissue holder. Something as simple as a tissue holder that we use all the time. These sisters, literally and figuratively, Black sisters, invented these items. So shout out to Mary and Mildred Davidson.
Shout out to them. The last Black male that we have on this list is a man by the name of Thomas Atkins. And he is famous for inventing the toilet. Ooh. Something we use every day.
Yeah.
If you don't use that every day, then you should go to the doctor immediately.
That's funny.
All right. But the toilet, he invented it. He was also famous for creating the chamber commode. Not too sure what that is. He created it in 1872, and it included a mirror, a washstand, and more.
That's funny. And lastly, on this list of Black people that we're just celebrating in honor of Black History Month is Shirley Ann Jackson, who invented the touch tone phone. So when you pick up a phone and it's like do 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 do, that's Shirley Ann Jackson. Okay, Shirley Ann Jackson made so many contributions to the world of telecommunications while she was employed at Bell Laboratories. Her scientific discoveries led to the touch-tone phone, caller ID, and call waiting. Jackson was also the first woman to graduate with a PhD from MIT.
Wow, amazing.
Like, bomb dropped.
Amazing.
Bomb dropped.
That's it right there.
The first Black woman to graduate with a PhD from MIT. Girl. Yo. I mean, what else? What else is there?
Yeah, exactly.
What else is there?
Nothing else.
So we hope you learned something today. And be sure to do more research. There are so many people who have done things and who've contributed to life as we know it and who are African American. So let's honor them in some way, not just in February, but all the time.
Absolutely. And, when we decided to do this topic and we had to research, lesser known Black people, it made me really, it inspired me to kind of make sure I do this research on my own. Like, I'm going to have to teach my kids about Black history, where they come from. And honestly, a lot of my Black history was, I learned when I was like a kid, like, the Black History Month in school, or maybe people my parents would tell me about. But, we definitely can't lose, our history, our people. We got to stay well read on, a lot of these people and really open up our eyes to the fact that we are in so many industries. Like, Black people aren't just actors, athletes, entertainers, or anything like that. We've done a lot of great and amazing things, and we just got to open our eyes to it.
Absolutely. And I really hope that more than anything, that hearing this information inspires you to pursue that thing that you have, that idea that you have to do something, to create something, whether it be a physical product or just a space or an idea or anything, that book that you have. 20 years from now, let's be talking about you on this list, not us. Hopefully we'll be on the list too. But let someone be talking about your name, be mentioning your name in Black history. God bless you all. We love you. And that wraps up our show today. As always, contact us, check in with us at goodbadglory@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and on Twitter at goodbadglory, Facebook, The Good, The Bad, and The Glory, as well as our website, www.goodbadglory.com. Sam, where can they find you?
You guys can find me at Oh My Lord. As I mentioned last episode, this is going to be my month to go live. All right. I'm going live somehow, some way. So in order to do that, you're going to have to follow me on Instagram. All right. So that's at Oh My Lord. That's OHMILORD. You can find me there on Instagram and Twitter. Snapchat, Proverbs Boy, PROVERBSBOY. Follow me. I love to make new friends. If you want to see any new work I'm doing, you can check out my website, www. What do you think it is? ohmylord.com. So find me there. Follow me. I love to make new friends.
Yes. And you can follow me at NICKITY_. Again, that's NICKITY_ on Instagram and Twitter. And that's about it.
Yeah. Guys, we love you all so much. Can't wait to see you guys next episode. But we need y'all to leave some ratings and some reviews, especially reviews. So when people come to our page, they can see what's so great about this awesome podcast. Like, just spill your heart out. Unless it's bad, then don't. Just click the 5-star rating button. That's all you got to do. But if you got a lot of good things to say, write to your heart's content on our review page on iTunes and subscribe. All right. So we hope you enjoyed the episode. And remember, no matter what we talk about here, whether it's good or bad, it's all for the glory.
Woo, bye.
See you guys next week.